what to expect in Elden Ring Nightreign. This isn't Elden Ring 2, get this shit out of my face right now. This is Elden Ring 3 baby, 3 players, 3 enemies, 3 bosses, 3 written complaints to From Software on how hard this game is. This is a roguelike, or a roguelike. I never really understood the difference. The point is, this game combines the base gameplay from Elden Ring with roguelike games. For example, like Binding of Isaac, Slay the Spire, and Balatro. So put it simply, this is the Balatro of Souls-like games. To give a little more context to what a roguelike is, for those who don't know. You start a run, you play, and you most likely die in the first runs. Once you die, you start all over, but in some roguelike games, you get rewards after each run to make your character stronger. You do also get this in Nightreign, with relics which can give you a small boost to your stats or different effects. You also get information, which is the most important thing. You learn about the map, the enemies, the bosses, and start getting better as a player, and not only by the stats you've acquired by playing a lot. And to give a quick explanation to Souls-like games, it basically means it's hard. You might ask yourself, should I buy this? If you like roguelike games and Souls-likes, and you also have 2 friends, I would highly suggest you buy this game. The gameplay is fun, challenging, and it's an amazing time, especially if you have decent communication with the friends you're playing with. If you don't have friends, it's still okay, but I would be hesitant to recommend it to someone who doesn't have at least 1 or most optimally 2 other people to play it with. I'm lucky enough to have 2 friends, which is quite a luxury, so my time with this game so far has been amazing. Let's go over the base gameplay. You know how in Dark Souls you had to run up to a boss that sometimes took a lot of time, and sometimes even more difficult than the bosses themselves, and then Elden Ring fixed it with the statues of Marika? Well, imagine you lose to a boss. In Dark Souls it might take like 2 to 3 minutes to get back to the boss you were fighting, and in Elden Ring maybe just a few seconds. In this game, if you lose to a boss, you have to play through a whole new expedition from scratch to get a new try on the boss. This takes about 40 minutes. Doesn't sound so fun, right? But it is, trust me. This game is about the journey, not the destination. You'll be dropped into tilted towers, and from there on, you explore the map, collect loot, take on enemies, mini-bosses, and big bosses if you dare. You're limited with time to do all these things, and after you had a few tries, you'll know what to do and what to prioritize before the zone around you starts shrinking. Yes, that's right, just like in Fortnite. You'll get items with different rarities, just like in Fortnite. And you can get skins, just like in Fortnite. The main complaint I see about this game online is a lack of a randomization in the expeditions. I personally think the randomization is just okay. I would love to have more, but so far it works to keep the expeditions feeling somewhat fresh every time you restart a run. Hopefully they'll add a new map in the future and possibly more bosses to the expeditions, which I believe will make the lifetime of this game last a lot longer. This also seemed to be a somewhat easy thing for them to add if they truly want to keep the game popular. This was basically it for the opinions so far and like what you should expect when jumping into this game. In short, it is not like Elden Ring, it is a roguelike, and if you like roguelikes and you like the Souls series, you'll have a blast playing this game if you have some friends. If you don't have friends, you should consider getting a friend. The online in this with the random people is not so fun because of the lack of communication they've added in the game. Sometimes you get a really good guy, sometimes you get a terrible one. Sometimes you get a guy that just doesn't play the game. Let me know if you've played Nightreign down in the comments below and tell me about your experience. I would love to hear what you think about the game so far, and if you have something positive and or negative to say, let me know also. I love reading others' opinions on things like this, let me know.